Hello Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 19th full moon reading. So welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the collective energy of Sagittarius, and we're going to take a look at what is going on during this full moon cycle, what you'll be celebrating, what your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths are. We'll get messages from the divine along with how you've grown during the moon cycle and action steps that you can take to continue on your soul's journey. So just a friendly reminder, this is a general reading. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Sag, if you're interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. We're going to dive into your reading. Beautiful. Wow. This is the same exact energy. Same two cards actually that came out, I believe, for the Scorpio reading. So if you have Scorpio in your chart here, very, very crazy that both of the same cards flew out for Scorpio. So yes, we are in Scorpio season and we may just be embodying the energies. So the first card is releasing your blocks, Sag. So releasing your blocks. Some of you may have Scorpio cusp. Maybe you have a birthday or your Sagittarius Scorpio cusp. We also have believing in your good luck. So we have luck about to change. Still, I'm a little bit wowed that these exact cards came out for Scorpio. So very beautiful energy. I feel like you are releasing things that do not serve your higher good, Sag. And there's good luck on your side during the month, especially during Sagittarius season, which is your season coming up here. We're going to dive in and take a look at what you are celebrating during this full moon in November. So we are clarifying the cycle. So November 4th, new moon, flowing into that November 19th full Beaver moon. What are you celebrating, Sag? Ten of Wands, releasing some heavy burdens that you are carrying. Wow. So you're definitely freeing up your time, energy, and effort at this time. Perhaps you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Perhaps you're taking on too much, carrying a lot of responsibilities. This is about you getting rid of the old to make way for new. So whether the old here is releasing the old blocks that hindered you from achieving true progress, and I feel with you releasing the burdens that you're carrying, you're actually changing and shifting your energy, which is bringing in more luck. So let's take a look here, Sag, and see what else you are celebrating. Wow, we have the Sun card. Beautiful energy here for you. This is about abundance, vitality. So a lot of you are celebrating health, good health, especially if maybe the last few months you've been feeling really depleted. I don't blame you here. You're carrying a lot. You may have had issues with your back, back pain. This could be shoulder blades, upper back, mid back, and for some of you, lower back and hips as well. But definitely a lot of strain on the back. You may be finally feeling a little bit of release in the back area. But what I'm getting here is that you are in the spotlight, especially during this full moon flowing into Sagittarian season here. I feel like you are attracting a lot of abundance towards you with the Sun card. This is about public recognition and fame. A lot of people are reaching out to you at this time. You may be doing things that are more magnetized. Maybe you're posting more on your social media. Maybe you are celebrating. I know you do have a birthday coming up. If your birthday is towards the end of December, or excuse me, end of November, happy birthday to you here, Sag. But I feel like you're bringing in creating a lot of abundance in your life because you're willing to release the blocks that have held you back and the heavy burdens that have held you down. Queen of Swords energy. This is Libran energy, as well as Aquarius, Gemini as well, if you have that in your chart. But the Queen of Swords says you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself. This may be somebody in your life or you as well, but I feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up, this is you communicating your needs. And I feel because you're communicating your needs, you are asking other people for help. You're saying, you know what? I don't want to carry these heavy burdens. Can you help me? And that is what is needed. And I feel like with that being said, good luck again is coming your way, Sag. So very beautiful. especially if you are the one that has been carrying this burden for weeks, months, years, decades even. I feel like you are releasing things that you've held on to, whether you are seeking out maybe a therapist, a counselor, a soul coach, a life coach. Maybe you're seeking out a massage therapist or a chiropractor for that back issue. If they're also telling me, what is that, sacral, cranial energy or healing work as well. I feel like some of you may be doing tapping, EFT tapping, emotional freedom tapping. If that is something you are new to, feel free to look it up. But you are setting healthy boundaries for yourself, but more importantly, you're speaking up for what you need. So congratulations. The Sun is one of the most positive cards, if not the most positive in the entire deck. And I feel like you are finally enjoying your life and you're sharing it, reaching out to others at this time. You may be getting together with family, maybe that you haven't seen for a while. You may be letting bygones be bygones here, Sag. You may be going on vacations or taking some sort of a trip with the Sun card here. This is about vitality and sharing it with those that you love. They're also showing me Christmas cookies, I feel like in the shape of a candy cane, possibly. If you were going to maybe a work party, if there's a work event, I feel like somebody there has candy can shaped cookies. Please take it as it resonates. Let's take a look and see what your untapped spiritual gifts or greatest strengths are during this cycle. We have the Judgment card again, more Libra energy here. So again, do pay attention to the Libra reading if you do have that placement in your chart. But for the majority of you, this is all about good karma. This is an untapped spiritual gift. So for a big chunk of your life, Sag, you may have judged other people or even judged yourself. But this is untapped. This is your spiritual gift that you are able to release the blockages of judgment here. And you are actually able to have a wake-up call, have a second chance here. This is about forgiveness, not judging yourself, not judging others, forgiving those who have done you wrong, and forgiving yourself for whatever it is that has held you back, any of the blockages that have held you back here. So very, very powerful card showing up here in your spiritual gifts. Again, this is untapped, so I feel like you're just starting to tune into your purpose, your calling. This is about evaluating your life and having a second chance, whether on yourself, with others, or maybe it's going in an entirely new direction of your life. But the universe is saying, Sag, you have done the work. You are releasing blockages. Now believe in your good luck because good karma is coming in for you. And I feel like you finally feel like you're living your true life's purpose. Let's take a look here and get another card regarding your greatest strengths. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles flipped out here, and this is the card of hard work pays off. So yeah, it goes straight into this Judgment card. You've been putting in the hard work for years is what I'm seeing here, Sag. And I feel like now you are seeing your external world appear differently to you because you're changing internally here. And the Seven of Pentacles says that you're persisting, you're planning. It is slow and steady, and you may be at a crossroads making a decision. Do I stay in my comfort zone because that's all I know? Or do you break free from the blocks and the limiting beliefs and the restrictions holding you back here? Seven of Pentacles is saying, don't quit, Sag. You're almost there. Don't lose faith. Don't give up early because you're almost at that finish line here. And this is about you putting in, again, a lot of hard work. And now the universe is stepping in, bringing abundance your way. So I love this for you because it's saying despite all of your hard comings and despite the past that has really done a number here on you, Sag, I feel like your luck is changing. So again, with the first quarter moon in Sag, you may notice some deep shifts, especially around, I want to say December 3rd to December 5th. And pay attention to whenever that first quarter moon is in Sagittarius. I feel like it's around that time, but I'm not positive, so you'll have to look that up. But I feel like good luck and fortune at the beginning of the month for you. For a lot of you, it's going to stem even prior, but you're releasing heavy burdens in November during this full moon. Let's get one more card here regarding your spiritual gifts and greatest strengths that possibly you haven't quite tapped into 100%. Let's take a look. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. Sag, if you have been the kind of person that has been independent, loyal to yourself, and maybe you like to do everything alone, or maybe that's all you've known is it needs to be done my way or the highway type of energy. What this is saying here is your greatest strength is to actually work with others to overachieve, or excuse me, to overcome, not overachieve, to overcome obstacles that have held you back. So others are very important. Again, teamwork makes the dream work here, and your spiritual gift is to bring others together and unite those people. So whether this is family, the friends, co-workers, maybe you're in retirement and you are reaching out to people, it could be on social media, but whatever it is you're doing, you're bringing people together, and you have that gift of communication and teamwork, team building, and bringing, again, people together for a greater cause. I love this for you. I feel like you're finally stepping into your power and you're feeling more alive than you felt for a long time. All right, Sag, let's get a message from Spirit directly to Sagittarius energy. We have Be Proud showing up here. So we're just going to pull the cards and then we'll talk about the messages. We do have Animal Kingdom. We have Take a Moment, and we're going to get one more card here before we dive in. Spirit, what do we have? Thank you. And we have Caregiver. All right, all right. So Be Proud. I love this card showing up for you because I feel like you've overcome, again, a lot. I'm feeling a heaviness, especially with the 10 of Wands. So you're releasing stuff that you've carried for many, many years, and it's bringing you a lot of happiness. But it says it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved and all that you are and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Sagittarius, you have overcome a lot. You've climbed a lot of mountains. Be proud of who you are and where you're at this stage in your life. Maybe it's taken you a long time to learn certain lessons. Maybe it's taken you, a lifetime to release certain blocks, but you're doing it. You're getting it done, and you're doing what your soul's purpose came here to learn and achieve. So be proud of yourself because a lot of others are proud of you. We have Animal Kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us all. They have been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. So what they're actually showing me is if you are contemplating at this time getting a new animal, whether this is a kitten or a dog, maybe you're going to the Humane Society, whoever out there is thinking of getting a new animal, this is a big yes, okay? You can see here that there's a cat, there's a turtle, a dog, a bunny, a horse, birds, snakes, fish. There's a lot of different animals. So I feel like if you have an animal currently, I feel like this animal is very therapeutic to your healing, as are most animals that are our pets. But I feel like a lot of you are contemplating this, and this is a big yes. And you may see a new animal coming in, especially the beginning of December. That's going to bring a lot of joy, or around Christmas. Hopefully I wasn't the barrier of an important present being wrecked there, but hopefully this is something you know of. But I feel like there may be an animal coming into your life. We have Caregiver. It says, we are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you receive love at the start of yours. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So Sag, if you find that you are the person that is constantly taking care of others, do make sure that you are taking care of yourself as well. Whether this is your eating habits, your drinking habits, maybe getting rest. Again, releasing the heavy burdens that you're carrying. This is all about taking care of yourself first, filling your cup first, so you can let it overflow and it helps others in the meantime. And for some of you as well, this could be you caring for an animal as well. Maybe you have an older animal that you are caring for, or maybe you have an animal that needs your attention more so than normal. But we have Caregiver from Spirit showing up. And lastly, we have Take a Moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So take a moment. This is talking about not rushing into any huge decisions right away. There is still an energy of releasing the blockages, speaking your mind, releasing the heavy burdens that are upon you. And I feel like with the Judgment card showing up here for you, this is about you making a decision and doing it, a reflection. Again, that second chance, forgiveness, and releasing any judgment that you have on yourself or others. So don't be rash is what this card is saying, but really think about something deep before you take the plunge. All right, so now we're going to see how you've grown, Sagittarius, during this full moon cycle. So again, that new moon energy into the full moon. Ooh, I love it. A lot of times when we get the Hanged Man, it's about us waiting. And it's the waiting game. Again, it's about reflection, seeing something from a new perspective. How have you grown? You've surrendered to a piece of you. It's almost like there was a piece of you that you released, again, with the releasing your blocks. And now you're seeing something from a different perspective. Instead of seeing something just one way, kind of that energy I got in the beginning, maybe a my way or the highway type. Now you're seeing something from a whole new perspective, and it's shifting internally, which in turn is affecting your outer world. And I feel like it's for the better. You have good luck coming in on your side, whether this is an abundance in friends and family, in health and career, in travel, or fun things happening. They're telling me movie theater. So if you are planning to go see a movie, or maybe you just got back from a movie theater, or maybe you haven't went to the movies in a long time and you were just thinking about that, I feel like you may be doing things that you haven't done for a while. You're seeing life for what it is at this time, and your life is opening up in a new perspective. I really love this card showing up because regarding how you have grown, sometimes it takes looking at something from a whole new point of view. Maybe it's from a higher view. Maybe it's putting your shoes or yourself in somebody's shoes for a small while so you can see where they're coming from as well. So you're definitely stretching out from your comfort zone, and I feel like you're leading a life of more compassion is what I would say here, more compassion. So believe in the good luck coming your way. All right, we have the moon that flipped out here. This is saying you've grown from accepting moments in your life that have seemed uncertain. Maybe you've had a lifetime of a lot of uncertainties here, Sag, and you really never knew which step was the next way to go. But I feel like that may be what you're surrendering. You may be saying here, all right, I've tried to control my life for so long, but now I'm just going to hand it over to the divine. I'm going to surrender. Whatever is meant for me, I will take action steps, listen to my intuition, and I will go in that direction. Instead of feeling stuck, instead of feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders, I am going to find that spiritual strength at this time and do what I need to do to overcome any obstacles. And I feel like that's what this is all about here for you. So you've definitely grown. You've definitely put in the hard work. And I love that the moon energy is coming up because it says you're feeling your emotions and you're really thinking on that deeper level, which doesn't surprise me as we're in Scorpio season. It's all about getting deep with ourselves, who we are really deep down. All right. And lastly here, we're going to take a look at action steps that you can take, Sag, to continue growing. Oh, I love this. As we talk about flexibility in your reading and seeing things from a whole new point of view. This is about flexibility, expansion of the mind. So what I recommend for you is to really dig in on that soul level, Sag. Maybe journal this question, maybe pause the video and really think of your answer deep down here. But the question for you is, how can I be more flexible right now? What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Your soul action is this, Sag. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then maybe do some yoga moves, do some stretching, do some dancing in the living room. Move that body, especially the hips. Like I said in the beginning, if you have hip or lower back pain as well, get that body moving. So flexibility is very important regarding action steps that you can take to continue on your path. And lastly here, Sag, we're going to get a few messages from the angels on what you can do to help you on your soul's journey. Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius? All right, we have listen to your intuitive feelings. We're just going to pull a few before we read them here. We have Earth Angel. We have Crown Chakra. And whoa, goodness gracious, that is way too many. But we will pull one card. And lastly, Sag, we have Integrity. I love this. Okay. So the first card out we have is listen to your intuitive feelings. So a lot of you are getting intuitive nudges at this time, especially with the Judgment card coming in. This is about your purpose, your calling, a change in your life path, doing something different this time around than you've ever done prior. And it says your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So make sure you are listening, Sag. Next, we have Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love, especially again with that Judgment card being illuminated in your strengths. I feel like you may be realizing this at this time, that you're here to teach about love and also to set an example on what forgiveness, being non-judgmental, and living your life out of a love center instead of possibly in the past, maybe ego, or surrounding yourself with people who show more kindness, compassion, and love. We do have Crown Chakra. Pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Some of you may be thinking about doing something on the side. Maybe a side project or a side hustle. Maybe you've been wanting to paint or maybe write a book. Whatever this is for you, go for it. 110% here, Sag. And lastly, we have Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what is right for you. And that is that connection, body, mind, soul, connecting the heart chakra with the head and meeting somewhere in between instead of just a place of, you know, it could be, again, ego. It could be just heart. It could be just head. So this is connecting all of them. Whenever anybody asks, well, what does integrity mean? I always say it's doing the right thing when no one is looking. All right, Sag, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonates. If so, please hit that like button, thumbs up. The more people we can get the divine channeled messages to, the better for this beautiful world. And subscribe if you haven't already, or hit that notification bell. And I look forward to tuning in next time. Lots of love, Sag.